What's up, guys? It's John Dominique, aka Johnny Run Sports. Just want to give an update today as to what's going on and where I'm at as far as trying to lower my blood pressure. Woke up today again with pretty high blood pressure. Took some readings over the past couple of days as well. I decided to start reading from my right arm as well. So I have at least one or two examples of where I have two readings in a day, one from the left arm and one from the right arm, because it looks like the right arm is a little bit lower. But I still kind of have to, I guess, go with the higher number. I have to assume the worst. Now, I've been doing a little research on high blood pressure and why it stays persistent sometimes, even though I'm working hard and I'm lifting weights and I have a fairly good diet. My research led me to a couple of videos, and I'll put a link in the description to the videos that I watched. They're basically about like the hormonal system and how like insulin works, and there's some like resistance and the timing of when you eat. So I'm gonna try to take that into consideration as I move forward, and I guess they're trying to say there should be like a window where you reset your hormonal system by not eating for a long time. So let's say when you go to sleep and when you wake up, you want to have like I think they said 8 to 10 hour window of when you don't eat, and then eat all your, they said to eat all your meals within an 8 to 10 hour window in the day, which is going to be kind of difficult to do because I get hungry, dude. I like to eat. I like to snack. I'm a snacker. And that's what I've been doing for a long time. I didn't think that would be a problem, but apparently it doesn't give your system a chance to reset. Now, I find that a little bit, I don't know if that explains the whole problem, because I've been eating like this for a long time and I've not had problems before with high blood pressure when I was younger, and I used to eat like that all the time, eating a lot of snacks. So I don't know why all of a sudden I'm having an issue now that I'm older. But I'm still gonna go ahead and try and see what happens, and see if maybe, if I cut out the snacks and eat within an 8 to 10 hour window during the day, if that'll make a difference in my blood pressure readings. We'll see what happens with that. Now I want to say that I've been proud of the work that I've been doing as far as my physical health, because ever since I was young, I've been working out, lifting weights, and been relatively healthy. And I take a lot of steps. Like, I take pride in the steps that I take and the exercise that I do, and kind of like trying to double up on my steps and trying to make things so I work harder to get my blood pressure lower, but it doesn't seem to be working. It seems to almost be getting worse. So I need to approach it with something else and become a little bit more compassionate, and I feel like I need to do something that's sustainable, because walking like 20,000 steps a day, it becomes very difficult. I get exhausted. I work a job where I take a lot of steps. It's very physically active, a lot of bending, a lot of climbing, a lot of stooping down. So lately I've been giving myself some grace and giving myself some days where I take a lot less steps than I normally would. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you some figures from, let's say, from the last month or so of my step count for the days. And I think at the end of last year, you can see that I was, very consistently taking a lot of high number of steps, but I've slowed down recently because I need to give myself a little bit of breathing room. Like my knees and my back, I'm getting older, man, and it's taking a toll on my knees and my back and my ligaments and my joints. So anyway, I woke up today and my checked the weather forecast, and it's very cold. It's about 24 degrees, and I was planning on doing a run today. I usually run 2 to 3 times a week, And I don't know if I'm going to go to the gym to run on a treadmill or if I'm going to run outside. I prefer to run outside for some reason. That's just my preference. I just like the outdoors. I like the fresh air. I don't want to hear all the noises around me if I go to the gym. But I still might go to the gym just to protect myself, because when it gets cold, like if I start sweating and then I sweat through my shirt and it's cold, so I have to deal with the cold and the wet at the same time, it makes me prone to getting sick, especially when it's really cold like this, under freezing temperatures. So I might be better off going to the gym to do this workout today, but I plan on doing another 5K exercise, another run, and I'll give you the breakdown and the statistics after I get done with that. But I woke up today, temperature was 24, dressed in like a thermal shirt and some sweatpants. I think I'm gonna try the Mizuno Neo Zen shoes today. I think I'm gonna run in those shoes, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a stretch. I drank a little water. I'm gonna delay my breakfast today. Eat a lot of cereal and oatmeal, so probably go with something like that similar today. And that's where I'm at as far as an update, and I'm going to continue on this path. And if you have any comments, suggestions, let me know in the comment sections below. I do appreciate any feedback. So like and subscribe to my channel. John Dominique, Johnny Run Sports.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's John Dominique, aka Johnny Run Sport. I finished my run for the day. Just wanted to share some of my stats and some of my thoughts. It was cold this morning, but I wore like some gloves and like a scarf or like a skull cap. It's made out of wool, like a smart wool, so it was pretty decent. My toes were cold though, I'm not gonna lie, and my lips were a little chapped, but I got through it pretty decent. I felt pretty strong. I started a little bit slower than I wanted, but I kind of wanted to make sure I had a good clean warm up, and I was steady throughout the race today, and it wasn't as bad of a struggle as it was last time. For some reason, as you can see, it was like almost all red all the way, and you can tell like a little bit at the beginning and the end, a little bit of yellow and orange means I was kind of slowed down a little bit. But overall, it was a decent run. Like, again, I didn't have to struggle like I did last time. For some reason, I felt pretty decent. 3.32 miles. The total was 26 minutes, 27 seconds. Average is 7:57 pace, which is very good for me because I usually like 8:15, 8:30 is my comfortable pace. So it wasn't too bad, surprisingly. Now, I'm going to show you, if it gives me some details here, some of my splits, because I'm pretty proud. Like the first mile, I want to say it was like 8 minutes. Let's see. First mile was 8 minutes and 13 seconds, which is a little bit on the slower side for me, but because last time I went out the gates really quickly, and then at the last mile I was struggling. So this time I told myself, let me just pace myself a little bit at the beginning so I can have a little bit in the tank at the end. And these other 2 miles were pretty decent, 7:41, 7:49. So it wasn't too bad, and my total 3-mile time was 23:45. I think a 5K is a little bit more than 3 miles, so probably add a minute or two to that would give me my 5K time. But I'm pretty proud of myself today. Now, it doesn't seem like I'm, running a lot, and I'm, it's only 2 to 3 times a week, but when I do run, it's pretty intense. I take it seriously. I'm thinking of maybe giving myself a couple more days in the week to do some running, that maybe not make it as difficult, so that I can do it more frequently, increase my frequency, but decrease the intensity a little bit on some of the runs. I might even do a double today because it felt like a good run today, and I might want to, I got like some new ASIC Nimbuses I want to try on a run as well. So I don't know. I'm going to see what happens with that. We'll see how I feel throughout the rest of the day. I still have some time. And so that's where I'm at right now with my run for the day. And that's my accountability. So leave any comments, questions, suggestions, subscribe, and like to my channel. John Dominique, aka Johnny Run Sport. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's John Dominique, Johnny Run Sport. Just got done doing a little bit of a recovery run today. I did a double run, and I wanted to report a little bit about the shoe that I was using. I got this shoe used. I did a lot of research on it. This is the ASICS Gel Nimbus 26. Got a good deal on it, couldn't pass it up. I always wanted to try the Nimbus. The Cumulus is the shoe that I've been used to using. I had like the Cumulus 25 and the Cumulus 27, which were kind of lower stacked shoes. But this Nimbus is a higher stack recovery shoe. Now, I'm not going to do a full review on this. I just want to give my impressions. I've only ran in this once and I've worn it like 2 or 3 times. They're comfortable. The upper is very stretchy. I like the knit upper. The tongue is very stretchy. And it's got a good bounce, a good, what's the word I want to use? Good protection for my joints as I run. I can feel like my knees and my hips feel supported, and it feels plush. Very plush is the word I want to use. The foam is not the firmest. It's not the stiffest either. It's nice it's right in the middle in the Goldilocks zone is what they call it. But it fits comfortable, especially on the upper. Now, there's a couple of downsides, which is it's very stiff, as you can see. And what I want to say is that it feels a little bit blocky if you're trying to pick up the pace in it. I think this is good for just a recovery shoe, strictly for a recovery shoe. I don't think I'm going to wear this to do much running at all, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to wear it when I want to walk all day and I need to feel comfort all day because, my job is pretty intensive as far as walking. I'm on my feet all day, standing all day, and this will do great for that. But I don't think I'm going to use it on a regular basis for running. This is a good shoe. I'm glad I got it, and it kind of gives me an idea of how this falls into line as far as what the category and where it falls in the market. As far as like the rest of the shoes, it's got a high stack, almost 40 millimeters in the back, so it's a very high stack in the back, and that's kind of why it's a little clunky. That 40 millimeters in the back, I'm not used to high stack shoes. I prefer mid stack shoes or maybe even low stack shoes because I'm only running up to like 3 miles doing like 5Ks, so I don't really need all this foam. But it does such a good job. I think I'm going to keep it in my rotation because it's so comfortable, and it's good as protection for my knees and my joints. And that's gonna do it for my day. I'm finishing up, as I did my run today, my second run, I put a baked potato in the air fryer for 40 minutes, and I didn't want to do anything that long on the run because I wanted to get back, and I didn't want to just leave the food in the oven while I was doing a long run. So I did a really short run as a double. I did 0.89 miles and ran for about 10 minutes as a double. So I'm increasing my frequency and not going to increase the intensity yet as far as my running. Just kind of give you guys an update as to where I'm at in my running journey, and thanks for following me. And that will end my day. I'll probably eat one more thing before hopefully 7 p.m. today, maybe some rice and some vegetables to make sure I eat within that 7 to 8 hour window, and that will wrap it up for the day and just relax for the rest of the day. So that does it for my day, and that's an update on Johnny Run Sport. Thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe, like my channel, leave comments, suggestions, recommendations. John Dominique, Johnny Run Sport. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's John Dominique, Johnny Run Sport. I'm going to give a little breakdown of my second run that I did for the day. This is like a double day, which I don't usually do, but because my blood pressure has been so high consistently, I've been wanting to increase my frequency of my workouts. So this is very low intensity workout I did today. It was at around 3 o'clock or so, 3:30, that I did this run. Temperature was about 47, so it wasn't as cold as the first run. And as you can see, my time was my average pace was 8:52. Did 0.89 miles. It only took me 10 minutes or so, I think. It says, what is that, 7:54? So it was very mild, but it still was an extra run that I don't normally do. It was just as a recovery. And these are my stats, and this is the information. Now, I was using the Gel Nimbus 26 to do this recovery run because I got this a few days ago. I wanted to test this shoe to see how it was, to see how it is on a run and what I could use it for, how it fits in my rotation, how it slots in. But right now, I want to talk about the shoe that I used earlier on my first run today, which was my Zuno Neo Zen. And I have to say that this is the best shoe in my rotation. I don't have a lot of runs in it, I'm going to be honest. 3 or 4 runs, maybe 12 miles or so on it, so it's still very new to me. I bought them used because I got a good deal, but they're great. I just learned earlier today that to slip the shoe on, because it was giving me problems, because the upper is a little thin, and then to put your foot in there, it's kind of deep. It's up, almost up towards your ankles. But I find that if I use this heel tab here, it makes the shoe a lot easier to put on, to slip on. So that really helped me a lot, putting the shoe on, because this one and my Adidas SL2, they're kind of a pain, kind of like to put on. And I like shoes as easy on, easy off. But this one's a little difficult, but once I used this pull tab today, it made it a lot easier, so I'm very happy with that. The shoe is very light. As you can see, the upper is a knit upper, and it doesn't have a lot of structure to it, so it's a little unstable. That's the one thing I want to say about it. But the quality of the foam and the quality of the ride are great. It's got good bounce, it's got good energy return, and it's good. It feels like it's got good shock absorption too. And I like the way the shoe feels. It's not the most grippy as far as the traction, but it gets the job done good. As you can see, here's the rubber on the outside. I'm not worried about the tread, to be honest with you. Now, it fits a little long, especially on this left side, because I don't know, it's more on the right side where it fits a little long, because my right foot is a little smaller than my left foot. But the fit overall is good. Now, I wear my shoes very loose, so I don't like the total, the wrap, I guess, to get the fit, to dial it in all the way tightly. I like it loose. And these fit a little bit loose, and that's fine with me. It's okay. Because I'm only running, 3 miles or so at a time. So I could see if this was like a long run shoe, how that could be an issue for other people. But for me, it's not. It's just something to be aware of. But the shoe overall feels great. I think this is my best shoe. It feels, what's the word I want to use? It feels like a floater almost, is the word I want to use for it. It's the best word I can describe it as, a floater. I guess you could use it to run fast, but I think this is more of a middle distance shoe, and even maybe of a recovery shoe. I think it would be best at. I wouldn't use this to race really, because I have other shoes in my arsenal that I think would do better at that. This feels a little bottom heavy is the word, just a little bit, not a lot. I don't think that's a deal breaker, so don't think that would don't let that deter you from trying this shoe out. But, you know, I've got like Adidas SL2, Puma Deviate Nitro 2. Those are the shoes that I would use to race. But I'm not doing very fast racing. It's 3 miles. So this shoe does great in that light. So I'm very happy with the Mizuno Neo Zen, and I just want to give you guys an idea of what I'm using, the tools I'm using for my runs. Hope y'all enjoy that. Hope someone gets something out of that, and hope that helps you make an informed decision. John Dominique, Johnny Run Sport. Peace.